No way. It's a good one. No way. A fish. Look at that. I have another fish. Look at that bait. I mean, I just can't get over it. Welcome back, everybody. This is pretty stupid. The lake is half frozen behind me. It's 20 degrees right now, and the wind's blowing 15, gusting 30. So it feels like right now it was like 15 degrees. It snowed 8 inches here in southern Illinois, or central. This is pretty dumb. I got a jerkbait on it, and I got a drop shot with a Ned rig worm on it. My hands are already freezing. 2 people have already driven by because my truck's just parked on the side of the road, and they've obviously looked at me like I'm insane and that I'm stuck maybe, but I'm not. It's literally so cold. I got a hand warmer in my pocket. I don't know how long I'll be here. I ended up catching a fish or 2 here about 2 weeks ago, and those fish will be in this video at some point, so look forward to that. One was on the Gracely Glide, which is, it was a lot of fun. It was a super cool eat, so be looking forward to that. But if we don't catch one today on this insane outing, then I'll be back in a few days, hopefully when it's a little bit warmer. But it's gonna be 20 all week. So I really don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I mean, it is so cold. It couldn't at least be like 30. It is literally 20, and it feels like is 12. The very ends, the shallow parts of the ponds are frozen, but this is what you gotta do when you try to get a video. So we got a smaller pointer 90 Lucky Craft jerkbait, and we got so the fish like Ned rigs here, but you can't fish one because all the stuff in the bottom. So we got the Ned drop. When the wind's not blowing, my hands are fine. When the wind blows, it's awful. Everyone that drove by has looked at me like I'm insane. The unfortunate part about fishing here, well, the water is crystal clear. So, but what I was saying is this stuff, the algae that's on the surface sinks this time of year when it gets off the surface. I'm honestly kind of surprised the water's already freezing. Like, this is kind of just miserable weather already for November in Illinois. Usually it's not like this till like late December. It's probably entertaining to watch me suffer trying to catch fish in a half frozen pond with a drop shot with 8 inches of snow on the ground. It's so cold I can't even talk. Face is frozen. But my go-to for this time of year, when at a pond without grass on the bottom like this, is I really like a blade bait in ponds. So I'd definitely give that a try if you guys have a little bit warmer water. The water is probably in the high 30s, which is ridiculous. But when it's in the mid 40s or low 40s, a blade bait, and not even fishing like a blade bait, like popping it, if you just cast it, let it sink all the way to the bottom, and just reel it real slow to where it's barely vibrating, I crush them on that when it's a little bit warmer than this. But this pond's got too much grass for that. My braid is freezing. It's just, why can't it be April? Might have to throw the jerkbait a little bit more because the braid holds more water, which means it freezes easier. And the braid is freezing already. So the looks though, I wish I had a camera going so you guys could see the looks they give whenever 2 different cars have driven by, and they both literally look at me like, what is wrong with this guy? Which they are right. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not supposed to warm up at all for this week. I don't know what it looks like after that, but hopefully it's not this. Here's some of that ice. Look at that. I was not ready for it to be like this weather yet, honestly. No way, a fish, a crappie, yes, no way. We actually caught a fish on the pointer 90. Wow, it happened. I would get the big camera, but it's in the car. It is 20 degrees outside. That is not a very big crappie on the jerkbait. He didn't even hit it. I literally was like, I think I got grass in my line. I'm gonna set the hook, it might be a fish. Thank you, micro crappie. I cannot believe we just caught one. It is so cold. Come on, dude, figure it out. Get out of that grass, or out of the leaves. Get out of the leaves. Get going. There he goes. Yes! My hands are so cold now because of the water. I knew coming down here where the one piece of structure was. Sorry about not getting big camera footage of my one fish, but my truck's way over there, and keeping those fish out in this temperature for too long is not good, because it is not good for them when it's this cold in the wind. I mean, it is freezing. But we did it. That's crazy. Now, if that was like a 6-pounder, it'd be even cooler. Or if it was a bass. But we'll take a crappie. We'll take anything. That could have been a bluegill and I'll be happy. Might be my last fish in November. It's the last day of November, I'm pretty sure. I don't know my phone, I forgot it. And my right hand's almost warm enough to get back to fishing. So, while I'm warming my left hand up, we'll talk about the bait. Lucky Craft Pointer 90 that I've had for literally 10 years. This color's great. It's a perfect size for ponds. It's a little bit smaller. It doesn't dive as deep. A Vision 110 Junior might be a little bit better than some like super translucent color, but unfortunately I don't have one. He was just out off this log right here. Wow, I'm surprised. Now it wasn't a pause, of course, but really I'm not letting it sit too long because I don't think there's a huge point in letting your jerkbait sit for like 30 seconds. That's kind of been disproved by people fishing live scope. It shows that even water temps like this, fishing that slow is kind of pointless. I would be fishing power plant lakes more, but there is only one around me, and it's still about an hour and 15 minutes away. But unfortunately, the rest of the power plant lakes here in Illinois have been shut down. There's a couple super popular ones around me that are no longer running. 2 of them which were really good, and they were close. They were within an hour, but they've been shut down. So now they're just normal lakes, which is fine, but it's not fine for this time of year, because then we have nowhere to fish. But the one power plant lake is the one we went to last time, and had to catch them on the Ned rig. My line is freezing. Even fluorocarbon freezes. But at least you can fish a jerkbait with one hand. My right hand is nice and warm. It's getting kind of hard to fish, my line being frozen, so I don't know how much longer I can stay. But we caught a fish. Now, it might not have been the target species, but fish is a fish when it's 20 degrees. Probably gonna fish my way to the dam to that corner and then come back and just refish the whole thing with the jerkbait way back to the truck, then probably call it for the day. Makes it hard to fool these fish whenever the water is, I would say, at least 10 feet visibility right now. Let me know if you guys have a suggestion for bait to fish in a pond with leaves and grass in the bottom and the water's in the 30s and 40s. The usual option is just don't go. I have another fish. I do. A bass. A bass has been caught. We did it. A bass. He might be 7 inches long. The 8-inch of snow, 20-degree bass. Oh, figured it out. There he goes. Yes. It is so cold. I don't know. I'll get like 10 more minutes, but we did it. We caught a bass, we caught a crappie. Can't ask for much more when it's like this. No way. It's a good one. It's not a bad fish. No way. There's no way. Oh my God, look how he ate that jerkbait. That fish crushed it. He hammered it. Yes, that's a 2-pounder. Let's go get the big camera. Look at that. 2-pounder in the snow on the jerkbait. How awesome is that? Right before dark. It's probably 2 pounds because of how fat he is. Look at those beautiful colors. I'm gonna go put him back. So you guys release on the GoPro. What a surprise. Thank you, Mr. Fish. Yes. I've probably caught 1,000 fish with this jerkbait. I can't believe that fish just ate that. Again, on the Lucky Craft pointer, he crushed it. Same spot as that last tiny one, but he hammered it. My line jumped a full foot. So I guess we figured out they like a jerkbait right now. I was happy with just the crappie, but I'll take a little bass and a 2-pounder any day. So this pile of leaves felt like the other 2 bites. But that last fish, you can tell that was a good one when he hit it. Probably gonna fish here for a few more minutes and head down, fish where I park my truck, and call it a day. A successful day of catching 3 fish in 20-degree weather with 8 inches of snow on the ground. All 3 bites have been on the paws, which is very typical for a jerkbait in cold water. I'm sweating from running to get the camera, but my hands are so cold. And my body is so warm. Once your hands get wet in this, there's not a real good way to, in this weather, there's no real good way to warm them up. So, probably won't be out here too much longer. I'm gonna go try by my truck, and then try the real shallow part again, and we're gonna call it. My rod is freezing so bad. Probably gonna make like 2 more casts and call it good. Like that sound is just my line getting shredded. Just need the air to be above freezing. So like 35 degrees is like, if you get to like 32 and sunny, you're good, but like 35 is like no frozen islets usually. So that's gonna be it for this part of the video. I do have that fish I caught on the glide at this pond not long ago, a couple weeks ago. That's gonna be right after this part of the outro. But thank you guys for watching this far into the video, and now for that super cool fish catch. We did just catch 2 bass and a crappie. The one was like a 2-pounder, all on the pointer 90 that I showed you guys, the Lucky Craft jerkbait. Love that bait. Water temp is in the low 40s, high 30s, and they're still eating it. So surprised I caught a fish. I was ready to post this video with just the glide fish you guys are about to see in it, so I'm stoked to actually catch 3 fish, but here's that really cool eat. Oh my God. He's got a crazy, it's not even where I hooked him, he's just got a crazy spot going on. That is not a bad fall fish on the full-size shad from Gracie Baits. There we go. Look at that. Early November glide bait fish. Love to see it. This fish is like touching an ice cube. This is crazy. That is so awesome though to see. Look at that bait. I mean, I just can't get over how awesome the lure looks. I'd give that fish 2 pounds. Look at that crazy spot he's got going on in all that thick grass. Golden shiner pattern. Second bite of the day at the second pond. First fish. Gotta throw him because this stuff is it's so shallow for so long with the water being low.